Hi again, this is Carlos Andrino and welcome to another RAV bass video lesson. It is really important to know your instrument and its components in order for you to comprehend the way it works, the sounds that you can achieve, and where to get them from too. So, knowing your scale by ear might be of great help in order to start improvising better and composing your own melodies and groups. In this practice, we will focus just on both of our hands and practice the scale alternating hands and going from the lowest note to the highest one, being number 1 the lowest after the ding or central note, and the bigger the number, the higher pitch the note will have. Remember to play the highest note where your scale ends twice, so you can go back using the same fingers that you used to go the scale, but now downwards. As you probably noticed by now, the lowest note is usually placed on the bottom of our instrument, and then the scale usually goes from right to left, having the highest pitch note on the top and farthest from you. Since this is the general way to play, but not the only one, I encourage you to also play your RAV with the highest note near to you and also at a side, so you can get new sounds compared to the ones that you usually play and move your hands around too. Now let's review the components of our RAV so you can identify them a little better. The top part of our instrument without a hole is called top shell. RAVs have 9 or 10 notes in the case of a double ding, with notes just over the top shell. There are no mutant RAV yet. Now, if we are talking about the bottom shell, that is the shell where the resonance hole is, which is called the goo, we can see a wooden cap with the name of the scale. According to each scale, or model of each RAV, thickness, coatings, color, sustain, and other factors may vary. Getting back to this particular G Pygmy RAV and its top shell, there is the ding or center note, which is usually the lowest note in the scale, and not usually considered within the numbers of the scale. A little farther and around the ding, there are more tongues, which carry different notes. Tongue drums, such as the RAV bass, do not have a contour or shoulder as you can see on a handpan, so notes that play well together are blended harmonically when you play your RAV. In comparison to a handpan, which has 3 harmonics, a RAV has up to 7 harmonics on each note. Let's see how this sounds and how the lowest notes are on the bottom and they get higher pitched on the top. Let's start with our right hand on our ding and the first note, the number 1, also with our right hand. In comparison to a handpan, which has up to 3 harmonics, a RAV has up to 7 harmonics on each note. According to the way and the place that you play the RAV, you can hear more or less of those harmonics and isolate them with a little bit more technique. The outer part and edge of the RAV is called rim, and it usually has a plastic or a metal cover since it is really strong, might be a little sharper, and might cause damage with collisions and even detune with those collisions. This rim is where the top and the bottom shell meet and are united before the instrument is assembled. I hope you enjoyed this video lesson and thank you very much for watching. See you in the next lesson.